Hey, this is Greg from AppBlade. I wanted to give you a demo of the release track feature. Release tracks are a really powerful way to organize your builds within AppBlade. They allow you to organize your builds by people or releases. I'm going to give you a demonstration of what that means and how it works. So I've opened up a project here called Tip Calculator. This is a sample application. And you can see that I have a couple release tracks already set up on this particular version. I have a dev team QA release, I have a general release, and an enterprise dev team and QA. They all have access to this 1.4 build. And I have this 1.32 build, which was set up with ad hoc. Release tracks really allow you to mix and match how you release your builds to different sets of people. So let's go ahead and create a new one, just so you see how this works. I'm going to take this build and start that upload process while I describe what's going to happen. So when that build gets uploaded, AppBlade actually processes that build and we pull out a bunch of information from the application. We know its version, we pull out its icon and set that up automatically. We also pull out the version number from the build if we can. We can identify if it's an enterprise build or an ad hoc build, and we can try to set up the release tracks automatically for it. But what you can do as an end user is you can manually set up the release tracks the way you want them. And this is useful because you can set up a QA release track for just your QA people so that only they are getting the build, or you can set up a dev track where only the development team is getting the build. You can also segregate them any which way you want. It basically allows you a channel to reach a certain set of people. So you can see that we automatically pulled out the version number, and I'm just going to update this just for this demo and set 2.2. We have other fields that we can populate here. You'll see that Tip Calculator project was automatically selected. We detected that. If I have a DSIM file, I can upload that. That allows us to do crash reporting if you're using the built-in crash reporting library. And down here you can see the release tracks. We've automatically set the general release track, and this would be available to anybody who's on this project. If I wanted to limit that availability, I can actually set a different set of release tracks. For this, I'm actually going to create another one, and I'm going to call it iPad users. So I can then populate that release track and make it available to certain people. So when I go ahead and finish processing that application, you'll see I have a number of release tracks. And again, I can add builds and remove builds, but now you can see I have 4 release tracks, and they're all available to different people. I can use the Users tab and the Versions tab to manage those. So if I saw a particular version that I don't want to be available, I can go ahead and edit that and remove it and things like that. But you can see each build has its own set of developer tracks that it's available to, and those tracks represent people in the system. That's just one of the many features of AppBlade available today.